My route into F1, where do I start? I think different to some. Because when I started, I was very, how do I say, not ready. I had no idea about racing. I had no idea that you had to be fit and strong. I just started because I loved it, and therefore I almost had to take a longer route and just take my time, actually be quite patient, which is a good thing because it gave me just more time to develop. But thankfully I did a good job, and that turned into being a young driver and then the race driver. So yeah, that was very, very special and was a very, very cool few years. Where did I grow up? Yeah, grew up on a little farm actually, and had chickens, things like that, and in Glastonbury, Somerset. That's where I went to school. When I was 4, I tried a quad bike for the first time. Actually, and that was post trying a horse for the first time, and I hated it. So swapped the horse for horsepower, and then it all started from there. And that's also where I went to my first ever racetrack. Was in Yeovil, a track called Clay Pigeon. It was after school. My dad took both my brother Ollie and myself to that, and it was a British Championship. So it was a busy event. But it was my first time ever going to any event or anything. I can remember watching on the pit straight and walking around the whole paddock area, and I was like, oh my God, who's this guy? He had number 46. He also had on the front the Doctor, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he knows Valentino Rossi. Mr. Alex Albon on my first ever day at a racetrack. And now I'm racing against that guy. We're both in Formula 1, which is pretty cool. And I remember at the end of the day, my dad went around, because I wanted to have a go. And he was just asking everyone if anyone had any spare suits that they were throwing out. And someone did, and there was this bright blue suit, and then these boots, but I must have been a kid's 36 or something at the time, baby shoe, and they were a size 3. They were huge, but my dad got them from someone, and that's kind of how it all started. It smelled like someone else, but I remember getting home and wanting to try all of it on, and I'm sure my mum has a picture of me in it. It was quite oversized, because I was tiny then, flipper-like shoes, because they were so big. But that was the start of it. That was the start of me getting into, let's say, 4 wheels, because before then I was motorbikes and MotoGP and things like that. So I remember it at home, and basically since that day, then I got really interested in go-karts, cars, and then probably within half a year, Formula 1. My first ever time, God, how did it feel? It was at home. There was a big rectangle patch of some tarmac, and I remember my dad being extremely scared. But this was a Bambino go-kart, the tiny one. I was just learning how to what to do, throttle, brake, the simple things. But I'm pretty sure that was one of the first days, maybe even the very first day that I tried it. And I remember the whole thing, the red steering wheel, blue side pods, and panels. I remember it pretty well actually. So, in my first years of racing, which would be 2008, 2009, 2010, also, apart from Mr. Albon, there was a familiar name called George Russell. And I remember racing against him a few times actually. There was one race, again, don't know how I remember. For some reason, we were in the C final. Like you got A final, B final, C final. It was like a track called Kimbolton. I think we finished 1-2 or something in the C final. Then we went top 4 or something, go through from the B final, and then went up into the A final. And yeah, that was like one of my first times kind of racing, like, and actually being like half decent against him. Because I was, well, yeah, much smaller, not a lot younger, but kind of just starting out comparing to him. In the next couple of years, George and Alex raced together, but they were always kind of a category above me until we met again in, what, F2? Yeah, F2, in 2018. So there's a few guys that are in Formula One now. So cool to see kind of where we started back there, and yeah, see us in F1 now. Joining McLaren all started with winning the BRDC award, the McLaren BRDC award then, which is like one of the most prestigious awards in the UK, and they get like the top 4, 5, 6 drivers do a competition, and they try and see, let's say, who's the next rising star of Britain. And I managed to win, and winning the award was driving a Formula One car for a day, and was also becoming my first job, fully paid sim driver for McLaren. And that was like, yeah, a big Kickstarter. You know, until that point I was doing well in Formula Renault, Formula 3, won Formula 3, and became a development driver. So that's kind of where it all started. I was driving on a sim, I was doing a lot of the sim support for McLaren, so when they were away at the races, I would come into the factory here. I don't know, sometimes it was crazy, like Japan, you come in at midnight to start work and you're kind of here the whole way through the night. But it was very cool. For me, it was my first, say, touch into Formula One, and first part of joining McLaren. So that was like my introduction, and I did a very good job, and kind of that turned into a young driver program, eventually the reserve driver, and then 2019 stepping into the actual race car. Actually in this car right here, even though this is the Spaniards, this is Mr. Science's car. So yeah, that was very, very special. It was a very, very cool few years. I think I'll be one of the few on the grid now who's only ever driven for one team. Obviously some of the new guys have only ever driven for one team, but I'm proud because I love it here. This is my home. So the fact I've been here, I've been here since like 2018, 2017, so quite a long time that I've been coming now to this building. But yeah, I wouldn't change it, you know. I mean, my dream was just to race and to drive. Then it was to eventually be part of McLaren. McLaren was a team when I was a kid, and I watched my first ever F1 race. I was watching Silverstone in, I think, 2007, 2008, and watching Lewis and Fernando go wheel to wheel. And I fell in love with McLaren because it was the chrome livery, and that was like the coolest looking car. So then I supported McLaren, and now I'm here with McLaren. My hope for the future, I think for anyone to get to drive for McLaren at any point is cool. And I love it here. Like, they gave me the opportunity to come into Formula One as a young driver. So I feel like I owe a lot back to McLaren. I feel lucky enough that I'm in Formula One and I get to drive in Formula One, and that's my job somehow. So I get paid to be a race car driver. You know, this is one of the coolest jobs in the world. So the fact I get to just do what I love, I think is pretty amazing, pretty unique. You know, like that is everyone's dream. Maybe not just to be a race driver, but for their job to be something that they love to do. You know, I still feel like I want to go and try other things, do Le Mans. Now McLaren are doing Le Mans, so maybe go and do that at some point. But I don't know, I'm still young, so I've not thought of everything just yet. But you know, in the future, hopefully I have kids and they get into racing or something, and then I can live the story again.